Are you sick and tired of feeling sick and tired? Are you stuck in your old self so much that you can't even fathom what you could become if you just kind of killed your old self and kind of became your new self and actually manifested what you're wanting in your life? I guarantee that once you kill that old self, you can become the new self that will be able to get anything you want. So in this video, that's kind of what we're going to be talking about, what your limiting beliefs might be that are holding you back, and what I can do to kind of help you get on the train again. So my name is Samantha. I'm a therapist, and this is video number 51 of 365. I am doing a video every day for a full year to just become more confident and get over my social anxiety and fear of being on the camera and all those great things that some of us struggle with in this life. So, and I will tell you, if you struggle with anything like social anxiety, pulling out your camera or your phone is one of the most humbling experiences that you can do for yourself. It's very interesting. So I highly encourage you to just be you. And one of the reasons why we can't manifest things is because we're scared to become our true selves. Our true self is powerful, limitless, and full of potentials. Potentials that are just completely limitless, and they all exist. Every potential you could possibly think of exists for you. So we just overthink too much. We are stuck in the old self. We're stuck in the way we thought yesterday, and we're actually believing that we can't change that. And we really, really can. It just takes some practice. So signs that you're stuck in your old self are you're feeling the same way that you felt for days on end and months on end, and maybe you're on a roller coaster during your day. You feel great when you start out and you're like, man, I've got this intention to start out good, and then something triggers you during your day and you're like, oh man, I'm taking 2 steps back. And it's really not that you're taking 2 steps back. It's just that you're kind of noticing where you're at, and you're noticing you're not feeling good. So when you notice you're not feeling good, all you have to do is shift your consciousness to something else, because you're just conscious of that trigger right now. That's what you're conscious of. Your awareness is on that trigger. Your focus is on that trigger. And so triggers are really there to, indicate something for us. The feelings are there to indicate, hey, we should go this way because this way doesn't feel so good. So I prefer to feel this way, or feel this emotion other than this emotion. And so it's supposed to be an indicator of something, not something we dwell in. And so we tend to dwell in our thoughts. We dwell in our feelings. And that's where it can turn into disorders. Disorder and then disorders like depression and anxiety and all these things, all these labels basically that we have as humans. So you have to really watch, where am I at right now, and accept where you're at. And then where do I want to be? Who do I want to become? What identity am I living under? And one that I use is the complainer. It's like, and the blamer. It's like we have to complain about something all the time, or we have to blame somebody else for this is how I feel. And I used to do that. I used to get triggered and say that, oh man, this person made me feel this way. And really, truly, we have way more control over that than we know. And we say, this person made me feel this way. Yes, as valid as that can be, we are choosing every moment that we feel something. We are choosing that. And that should empower you. Hopefully, a lot of people don't know that. And when that is said to them, then it almost makes them feel like they're at fault or something. And this is not about blame. This is about you're creating your reality through your thoughts, through your imagination at 24/7. And so what is your intention for your day? What is your intention about how you want to feel? So if you want a new identity, a new self, we have to kill off the old self and create a new self. And in order to do that, we have to really pay attention to what we're focusing on, because what we focus on, it grows. So we cannot create a solution with the same mind that created that problem, like Einstein said. We have to create a new identity. So my easiest thing that I use to go that route is I think of my future self and I say, is this thought good for my future self? Because if my future self is where I want to be, would I be thinking and doing these things I'm doing right now? Probably not. So I'm going to figure out, even if you have to research this, figure out, if you want to be a doctor, well, what does a doctor do? How do they feel? Maybe interview a doctor, see what their job's like, or whatever you have to do to just kind of get into this state of, okay, I kind of know how that might feel, and imagine yourself as a doctor. Pretend like you're actually a doctor, and how would you feel? Pretend like you're going to work being a doctor every day, or being a parent, or whatever the case is. Just kind of figure out what it might feel like to be that person that already has what you're wanting. And then you can start aligning your thoughts and your feelings and your behaviors. They'll kind of naturally start to gravitate towards that particular identity. And also sometimes we think we want something and we don't actually want it. That's something else that can come up when you're kind of shifting your identity. You'll kind of be like, wow, I'm not even attracted to that thing anymore, that person or that job or whatever. Things happen naturally. Once you start to maintain a kind of a better baseline, feeling content, feeling satisfied. I don't really like the word content that much, but satisfied. I love that word. Satisfied and appreciating where you're at right now. And so the old self, I want you to remember, it's not that the old self is bad. It's that the old self helped you survive where you're at now. So it kind of helped you survive and get you to where you are. So it had a purpose, and we need to thank it. And then be like, pat it on the head and say, thank you for helping me survive. And I'm done now. I don't need you anymore. Let's go into the next era of me 2.0. And that's where your power is. And you had power before, but now we're on a new trajectory. So your fears will start to diminish. Any type of fears or panic that you've ever experienced will start to diminish once you change your identity. We are addicted to the thought loops. So literally, like, your belief systems will actually perpetuate and make you believe these things over and over. Like, your own belief systems are almost like an entity in themselves. They just kind of like almost trick you into believing them or something. It's very strange. So you have to really think about what are your underlying meanings that you're carrying with you, like the definitions that you're assigning to everything, and just make sure that they're actually in alignment with where you're trying to go. And I can dig deeper into this some other time too, but you're always on your path, no matter what. You're always on the path, and you get to choose your path at any moment of the day. You can start the day over. You don't have to wait till tomorrow. Start it over now. If you just had something that happened and it made you overthink, or you're spiraling, that's a really big word that a lot of people use. I was spiraling. And to not spiral, you just kind of pull yourself up and say, you know what? I need to start breathing. I need to start making sure I'm not breathing shallowly. I'm breathing through my nose and filling up my belly and fully exhaling. We forget to fully exhale. Fully inhale, fully exhale. A way that you can fully inhale is take the biggest breath you can possibly take, and then hold it for a second, and then take in another inhale through the nose. And your lungs will fully fill up, and it feels so good when you fill them up and let it go. And that's going to calm your nervous system down to where the spiraling won't be happening as much. You can at least calm your brain down for a second to kind of get back into alignment a little bit. And then you can kind of think, okay, what triggered me to get there? Because these triggers are just indicators of some sort of wisdom that you need to learn in order to start manifesting what you want. And you'll get there. And I'm all about not these quick manifestations necessarily. I want you to sustain and keep everything. So that's why I think it's really important to kind of regulate the way that you're thinking and feeling, and regulate your body, like your system, have everything kind of on full cylinder, just well-oiled machine kind of a thing. Not just, let's manifest this and get this. It's like, no, let's enjoy the whole process getting there. Let's do it in a calm way rather than being, desperate. That never works. And yes, you can obviously manifest. People have manifested from all different states before. So I'm not going to say it's not possible, but I just feel like the less resistance that you have, the easier it's going to be. And the less, the better you're going to feel along the way, because it really is about the journey to get there, not the thing. Because when you get the thing, it's like, okay, well, now there's another thing. So, and then there's another thing, and it's like, just enjoy your journey, because this is your life. This right now is your life. This moment, this now is your life. You're living. So enjoy every moment, and just look for the triggers, see what they're trying to tell you. They're trying to pull you back into your old self, in your old way of thinking, and they're not necessary anymore. As long as you can identify that underlying belief that might be there and that meaning you're attaching to the trigger, that's what matters. The trigger doesn't matter. The trigger is your gift. Love your triggers. They're there to give you a gift. And people are just blobs of energy teaching you something. That's how I started looking at them. They're not your friends. They're not your spouses. They're not your coworkers. They're your teachers. That's it. They're blobs of energy teaching you something. So keep that in mind. Next time you have a problem with somebody, just visualize a little blob sitting there. The Blob. There was a movie called The Blob, I think it was very old. I'm not that old, but I do remember that from somewhere. So visualize a big black blob, or whatever color you want it to be. And it's just energy teaching you something about you, because everybody around you is you, and they're just reflecting a part of you inside. So your job is to kind of figure out what that might be, and then change the meanings and the definitions you're assigning to all of those things, and watch what happens. Watch what happens. It's very interesting. The external world will change as your internal world changes. So you guys have fun with that, and try to practice, really get to know yourself, make some lists of your limiting beliefs and put them down below if you'd like. And I'll be back tomorrow for my next video, 52. So thank you for listening and being with me on this whole journey. It's so exciting, so fun. So thank you so much for your comments, and like, share, subscribe, and enjoy the rest of your day or evening. And I'll see you tomorrow.